here we are in Daniel's Spectrum, a cultural centre in Regent Park, Toronto. And we're at the end of an extraordinary week. So my name is Julie Ward. I'm co-chair of the steering group for the World Urban Pavilion, powered by Daniel's here in Regent Park. And we've just had our 4th Urban Economy Forum with over 250 speakers from 51 different countries. And we've had a really amazing project happening here, which has been a project where young people, children, came into our forum and interviewed world leaders, city planners, mayors, ministers, academics, researchers, experts. They interviewed them, they asked them really important, hard questions, and they are reporting on what these people are going to do for children. And they're making the very first newspaper published by international ChildPress that has ever happened on this continent, the Americas. And we are really, really proud of that. So I've been watching, I was interviewed, it was tough, okay, but I'm not going to speak anymore. I want to hand over really to the incredible children and reporters, the ChildPress reporters. This is their press conference, and they did some superb work, and it's the beginning really of them having a press club here in Regent Park. So I think what would be super cool if you could explain to the world your name, yeah? Is that okay? Yeah? In a nice loud voice, and then you maybe just say a little bit about the interviews that you did, okay? Can we just see your face?
She didn't do interviews.
Oh, she didn't do interviews.
And I didn't.
You didn't do it, but what you were doing the interviews. There you go. We have a team here. Right. So anyway, what's your name?
My name is Mela.
Mela?
My name is Ahmed.
Ahmed?
My name is Sarah.
Sarah. Okay, so Sarah's chief reporter and editor here, okay? So she has a really important job. So Sarah, come a bit closer, and then you just explain to people what you did this past week with ChildPress.
So I've been interviewing some mayors and really important people in this community. And I loved it a lot. It was really fun to know more about them. And yeah.
Okay. And what kind of questions were you asking people?
Like, what do you work for? How much fun do you get? What are your fun go-to-boards? Questions like that.
Did you ask them about children's rights?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you ask them about the Sustainable Development Goals?
No.
Oh, okay. That has to be the next question then, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. And did you have fun, like feeling powerful with the microphone?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because they were using the microphone. Show us what you do with the microphone, Sarah. Okay?
So when I would talk,
Here, we're gonna give you the microphone now because she's got microphone technique.
when I would talk, I would bring it closer to my mouth. When the other person would talk, I would bring it closer to their mouth so they can talk.
So that's the project. It's the beginning. It's super exciting. And I think it's really cool, the Urban Economy Forum, which is working on sustainable finance. You know, how do we get our cities to work for everybody? How do we get our cities to work for everybody, and how do we pay for that, and how do we make it fair and equitable? And actually, to have young people reporting on that and to have their voice at the heart of Urban Economy Forum is really, really, really cool. So I'm dead proud that we did this year. Thank you. And I think we might be going to watch a little film. Yeah, I think we might be going to watch a little had two press teams. I should just make this clear. We had two press teams. We have a press team here from Regent Park, and then we had a press team from another school with some teachers involved from a school in Toronto. So we've already been up to their school today to meet their teachers and talk about more developments. And they were able to tell some of their fellow pupils and other teachers about their experiences. So I think we were going to look at a little film about how they did their own kind of little press conference for their peers. Yeah. I think, are we going to do that next? I'm looking at the publisher here. Okay, Elisa Saichov is the publisher. Okay, she is the person who founded this incredible organization, ChildPress. So you need to tell us, Elise, what's
Yeah, I'm so very, very proud what the Regent Park community has set up today and the last days as supporting the young reporters and supporting them in their research in finding the best adults for them. And when you look at the film, there were just by the Economic Forum, Urban Economic Forum, the Monday and Tuesday, very international people from the whole world. But after today, you can open to interview all the fantastic people in your community. So we're going to look at the film. Welcome.
If you had to choose just one, what children's right do you think is most important?
The most important right is to be able to express their views without fear.
Education. If every child gets a good education, every child at least has an opportunity to do something good in life.
Access to the proper education.
The right to education. I think that that's a really, really important one that all children should have.
A safe place to be nourished, to be loved, to be supported, and to be listened to.
Awareness. Make things as awareness.
That
What is correct and what is not correct regarding our lifestyle.
I would say education is the most important.
The right to be safe. If you're safe, it means you're fed, you're comfortable, you're able to think, you're able to breathe, you're able to sleep, you're able to learn.
What we need to do is to encourage their curiosity. That's what Einstein said. Make things fun, make them interesting, make them enjoyable. Don't put them under pressure. Just make life fun, and they will develop very, very quickly.
Their, education, their well-being, and their necessary needs.
And I don't think it's possible to say that one right is more important than the other, because children are whole human beings and they need to enjoy all their rights, not just one of them, not just one because a government says, okay, you can have one right.
And in your role, what do you do to advance this goal?
I feel that in whichever forum I am, I want to focus the rights of children as important, about children being able to grow up without fear, without environmental disasters, without pollution, and feel safe and have a loving home and neighborhood.
Try and support other people who are more knowledgeable about how to do this.
I think that we were supposed to build the systems which actually are equal and will provide all the people to, all the children to have the safe place that they can develop and grow.
But volunteering in general, to me, is really just important to give back. I know I had a lot of opportunities growing up that were fostered by volunteers, so it's my turn to do the same.
We need to think how we are able to realize our goals regarding sustainability.
We could work with neighborhoods where there are kids who maybe don't have as great access to education. So as a city, if we could help to get things like lunch programs and even breakfast programs and walk to school programs, then it means that we can help make sure that they get to those schools.
People helping people. And if you need help, because we all do at some point in our life, it's great to pop into a United Way agency to get the help you need.
Education is really empowering people, and that's one way to, to lift people out of poverty.
How
could children like me help you do this?
I think if we can, as adults, can hear what you think, what you care about, what's close to you, what's in your heart or in your head at any time, you guys have got to speak up and tell us what you think is important.
You should be able to tell us, what do you think we are doing wrong? What do you think we should be doing? What do you think we are doing right? And what do you think is important at this point of time, you know?
The most important is that you enjoy the education process, that you support your colleagues, your friends in schools to develop.
I think the most important thing that children like you can help with is to use your voices. So if you know that there are kids who aren't getting access to education, you need to talk to the politicians in your city, you need to talk to the educational leaders in your city, and make sure they know about it.
I think by identifying their priorities in life, identifying their potentials, and seek every opportunity that is presented to them to develop themselves, and then through you, the world is going to be developed.
Children are helping. It's just adults need to help them to do it.
I think you can also share what you learn to other children, because you might have access to specific education, maybe coding, maybe understanding some of the issues we talk about today, and actually talk about it with other children and share this.
We as an adult have many mistakes. We need to make sure you are at the correct way and correct us.
Yes.
Even.
Children are the experts of their own experience, okay? You know better than adults what it is like to be a child, and we have to tell that to all the decision makers who forgot.
Yes, thank you.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out all of our social media platforms. For more information, check out our website.